Hi, I'm Miranda Kathleen, and I'm here with fellow TLT talent Mike Ostroski. Hi, Mike.
Hello, hello.
Thank you for being here.
I'm grateful to be here.
So you're from Ohio originally.
I am.
And I have roots from Ohio, so we have that in common.
Yes.
And then you studied a bunch of different things, creative writing, acting, and musical theater.
Yes.
What was that journey? Like, what took you to acting?
Okay, so I was in third grade
Okay.
in my small hometown of Ashland, Ohio.
Okay.
And there were elementary schools. There was a junior high with a large amphitheater inside of it, like auditorium. And then the high school. And the high school had a drama club like they do. And they were doing The Sound of Music for their fall musical. And what they do for their tech rehearsal, their last rehearsal, is they do it during the day, and they do it in the junior high, big auditorium. And they invite all the elementary schools, they bus them in for a field trip to watch their dress rehearsal, right? That's during the day, so it's during the school day. And I thought Maria was singing to me. I thought Maria was singing to me. I was, I don't know, however old you are in third grade. And
8.
Yeah, that sounds about right. And she wasn't probably looking at me. She was probably just looking in my general vicinity. But as you know, probably from being in the theater, like you can't really tell the specifics of that.
Dark
Yeah, she doesn't know what she's looking
audience.
at. But I was like, she's singing to me. And that, whatever that was, it wasn't that it was Maria, right? It was just that happening was like church, it was like an inexplicable moment that I thought, I don't know what that is, but I want to do it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And why study in England? What took you overseas?
I moved around a little bit in colleges. And so I went to a conservatory first, and then the second one I went to, I wanted to study abroad, and they had a study abroad program in Cambridge, and I wanted to do it. So I got into it, and I did it, and studied like the theater that came out of the Irish Troubles. Do you know the Troubles?
Yes,
like
I know. In
Northern Ireland?
Belfast.
Yeah.
Which I watched that movie last year.
Yeah, well, there you go. So I did that, and then when I was working for a theater like a decade later, I took a summer off and studied at the Royal Academy of Dramatic Art, which RADA, which lots of people know. Yeah, that's what I did.
And how long until you made it out to LA? I mean, it's been quite
So
a journey.
long.
You've been all over the
So long.
You've been all over the country.
Yeah.
And all over the world.
I don't know. How did I do that? After college, I went to New York City to give that a go. And then I got a job relatively quickly with a theater in Virginia.
Called?
The Barter Theater. Yeah, like you barter for goods, which is super cool place. Go to it if you get a chance. And I was part of a resident acting company there for a long time. But I didn't have and the time came for me to try other things, and I didn't have a reel together. I had no footage because it was all theater based.
Right.
I had a little bit of footage, but not much. And so I moved to Albuquerque to get a reel together because it was a smaller market, but exciting things were happening there. So I thought, well, maybe that math problem would work in my favor.
Yeah.
You know,
I did
like,
a similar hustle in
did you?
Dallas.
Okay.
Because it's a local hire city.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of work.
A lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then how many years were you in Albuquerque before coming to LA?
It was a little over 2, I
Yeah.
think. Yeah, a little over 2.
And since being in LA, you've done a lot of television and several films. Let's talk first about Blonde because it's in the buzz now with Oscar season and award season. Your role as the writer, what was that like?
It was cool. It's shot in black and white, just in a cursory sense. At least my scenes were, so that was fun. That's new to me. But everyone was lovely. Ana de Armas was incredible. It was funny because at the time I have lots of hair, but at the time I had a big beard, and they wanted, if you may remember during that time in Hollywood, a lot of the McCarthy hearings and anyone, a lefty or whatever. Oftentimes writers were blacklisted to be commies. Right. So when I met the director, they wanted to clean me up in the makeup room, in the makeup trailer, because everyone else, all the other guys, were clean shaven because that was the time period. That's what you did.
But they wanted you to look suspicious.
Yeah, he called. Well, no, they wanted me to look. They wanted me to look Russian. He said, "You're the Russian." I mean, he's using that as an adjective, not ethnically speaking. You're the commie writer that's like that you probably will be blacklisted soon.
Wow.
Yeah. So I had this giant beard, so I look different.
I haven't seen Blonde yet. Do you use a Russian accent in the film?
No.
Okay, just making sure.
He was
they weren't
trying to
actually make
No. He
they
kept
just hinting at it.
No. That's a good question. No. He was just using it as an adjective. Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah.
And you've done a lot of television, especially in the last couple of years. I watched many clips of you on Mosquito Coast, where I believe that beard also makes an appearance.
It's very useful.
It's very useful.
Yeah.
You're kind of hiding your face a lot in that show.
Right?
You're just
it's
barely
weird.
peeking out from sunglasses.
From sunglasses, yeah.
What's up with that character? What's he hiding?
What's he hiding? Well, they described him as an aging hippie expat. Okay. That was the character description. Mm-hmm. So they said, grow your hair out as long as you can, and don't shave your beard, and we're going to put all kinds of, you work in the sun, you man a boat up and down a river. So we're going to, like, I was so sad for the makeup people because they used like gallons of suntan stuff all over me.
You're like, I'm sorry, I have
sorry.
no color doll for you.
I'm sorry. They were fine. They laughed. But what is he hiding?
Well, you said he's a quartermaster.
That's the technical term. Yeah, he mans a boat delivering supplies to villages, etc., up and down this river. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And those goods they name vegetable oil, but we don't really know the extent of what he's hauling.
Yeah, there's lots of innuendoed inventory lists. Mm-hmm. But some of it's very wholesome, just, groceries and oil and books and, solar panels and stuff like that.
Do you play a lot of suspicious characters?
Surprisingly, I do.
Yeah.
It's surprising to me.
It's surprising to me, too, knowing you in person, because there's nothing suspicious about you, which is maybe why we should all suspect you.
Maybe it's working. It's working. It's working.
But you also play teachers and spouses and office workers. Like I've seen clips of you from so many.
A lot of confused, balding white men.
Confused, balding white men, like right on the edge of madness. What kind of characters do you like to, what's your favorite kind of character to play?
That's hard. Gosh, I don't know.
Or genre, comedy or drama.
I like it all.
Yeah,
I like it all. I'm sorry, it's not a very specific answer for you. People that are risking are exciting, and they are also helpful to watch in terms of the cathartic nature of acting and storytelling. You want to see someone struggle through a problem so that you then can also, in some way, be inspired to struggle through your problems. It's the very general philosophy of theater or acting in general. Yeah.
Stakes, right?
Yeah.
Somebody who is going after something, even though it's very, very difficult, and costing them quite a bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can we talk about Righteous Gemstones? Because I love that show so much. And you did an episode, I think your character was Terry?
Yes, good memory.
Yes. And you were just telling me they shoot Righteous Gemstones in Charleston. Which I did not know.
Yeah.
What was that experience like, being on Righteous Gemstones?
It was super exciting. Another beard thing where the joke is made at the end of it that the character gets fired, and one of the digs that John Goodman's character gives me is that, I didn't want, I'm paraphrasing horribly, I didn't want someone I didn't want someone who looked like, Jim Henson. Anyways, it's like,
they said you look like Jim Henson?
So that was useful. Yeah.
Hey,
I don't know. Do I look like Jim Henson? Maybe I do. But it was fun, and John Goodman is a theater guy too.
Yep.
And so as soon as we connected on that, we had a lovely chat before the scene about the theater, and the very theater that I worked for a long time. He's like, he got passionate, he got funny about it, but he was passionate about it because he said, when I was out of college and starting out, I sent my resume to that theater years and years and years, and they never answered me. So but he's like, good for you.
Did you tell them that? Did you tell
the theater?
the barter
no,
crew?
That was
oh
so
my
long ago.
gosh!
Yeah. But
they
it's
turned
just
away
funny.
John Goodman.
That's okay.
But they
made
took
it.
you.
Yes.
And
Yes.
That's sad.
You're very sweet. Yeah.
Let's talk a little bit about, aside from acting, you also write and create your own content. Let's talk about that.
That's the idea.
Yeah. What have you been writing?
The thing that I'm really excited, there's a couple things I'm very excited about. One is I have a kids animated show that I'm pitching right now. Mm-hmm. We've taken it out a couple places. We've got another one set up soon. And it comes from a musical that I wrote for kids a long time ago.
Wow.
And someone said, Mike, this needs to be a cartoon. And I said, yeah, that's a great idea. And I've been sitting on it for a long time. And then finally a lot of dear good friends kind of said, you have to do this. And so I have been doing it over the last couple of years. So hopefully that'll...
What is it about the animation space that is either an upside or a downside compared to live action? Can you talk about how it's different?
Well, I guess very specifically, the idea to re-embrace the project was reignited during the pandemic. A neighbor of mine mixes sound for lots of animated shows. One of them is The Simpsons. And she said, during the pandemic, they're looking for content, and animated stuff is safe. From a COVID standpoint, it's a safe thing to create.
Everybody does it from home or remotely in one way or another.
Yeah, masks, it's not an issue. Yeah. Exactly. So, or much less of an issue. And so that was a little bit of the fire that got me going, because it was COVID friendly. What was the original question?
How it's different or similar from doing live action content. I guess I'm curious. I mean, aside from being safe, I've also heard that animation allows you to take budget out of the equation somewhat, because you can do anything.
Yeah, I guess you can. It's theatrical in that way, in that you can, I would imagine, I'm still learning about this too, more cheaply change locations and have a new world just fall out of the sky, because why not? You can do it with more ease.
Or make something explode, because you don't actually have to
no one's going to get hurt.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, Mike, good luck with the animated project and everything else that you're working on. I hope that your streak of good television fortune continues.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much. I need it.
I'm Miranda Kathleen. This is Mike Ostroski. Thanks, Mike.
Thank you.